I don't want to go through having to mop floors for the rest of my life working at McDonald's because someone told me that I was living in La La Land.
Whoa, this guy had major confidence.
How's it going, homies? The Tophiachu situation just keeps on ramping up. I thought it would die out here soon. Tophiachu, she went homeless, Squid was making some money off her TikToks, everything in the world seemed right, the flow was going exactly how it was always going to go. But then, Tophiachu just wouldn't leave Squid alone, and Squid's like, alright guys, if Tophiachu's not going to leave me alone, let me just continue airing out all of her dirty laundry, literally. Squid gets online and is like, listen Tofia, if you're gonna dox me and have all of these white knights sending me threats every single day, which is happening to Squid, and if you're gonna constantly say how much I'm a liar and how worthless I am because I have a job, which Tofia also has said about Squid, he's like, okay, I'm gonna tell them exactly what you did. Not only was your room one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life, your entire family was soaking mattresses down to the core, wetting your bed every single night. You have zero room to talk, and originally all we really knew was that her room was very dirty, but we didn't know that many details. I mean, I seen like a picture or two, but I couldn't really confirm if that was Tofia's room, so I wasn't gonna put it out there. But from what it's seeming, those pictures were most likely true. So not only did Squid catch you and Mama Chu during the squats, she also exposed you for peeing your bed full, and you're all what, 30, 20? I think Brother Chu is 20 some, I think Tofia is literally 30 years old, and Mama Chu, she's 60, 50, the cough makes her seem 70 or 80, but I don't think she's that old. And you guys gotta think, this was all totally avoidable. Of course Squid is going to catch you up when you call her out like you did. If you guys don't remember, Squid didn't initially call out Tophiachu by name. It was all Tophiachu's doing. And since Tophiachu just will not leave this alone, it's drug her into way bigger problems because all Tophiachu wants to do right now is get online and be like, listen, Squid doesn't vote. She's a felon. You guys are donating to a felon. Did you guys know that? And it's Squid's not even a felon. She's just trying to donate to charity. Which she says she's trying to donate to charity, which if she is, that's pretty cool of her. And Tophiachu's even trying to call her out for that. It's listen, Tophiachu, we can all tell you just despise this girl because she caught you up, exposed you, and now people are in your DMs messing with you. It's you're used to this. But you went the extra mile. It's Tophiachu knows she has a platform full of people that don't like her and white knights. You calling Squid out, a person with a very tiny following, you were going to expose her to tons of people. You knew that, you knew what kind of damage that could cause, and you willingly did it. And now that Squid has all the ammo on her side, everyone seems to like her for the most part, she's going to do whatever she can to get on your nerves a little bit. If this is the way she's going to get her TikTok buzz up, well then that's the opportunity you granted her.
Hi, I know you're probably watching this, so I'm just going to talk directly to you. We had to throw away both of the mattresses in your room because they were soaked with piss. Okay. I don't think in the year and a half, almost 2 years that I've worked at that hotel that we've had to throw out a mattress. Y'all pissed all over the fucking mattresses. I'm gonna say it again. Animals. You act like animals. Okay? And you did dox me. And now the gloves are off. Okay? I was not doxing you. And then you had to go and name the place that I worked twice. Okay? Okay? So you better pray that the next time you see me, I don't see you. Anyway, it's getting pretty late. I have to get up and go to work in the morning. You know, that thing that pays the rent for the nice warm bed and the nice warm house that I live in and the nice warm shower that I'm going to take in the morning. Have the day you deserve.
I don't care. Maid, housekeeper, I don't care. I'm going to say maid. And what about it? It's not an insult to be a maid. Have you seen The Help? You act like a white woman is being insulted by calling a maid. What are we doing? Why are we defending a maid that's a convicted of armed robbery? Asking people to watch 1-minute videos for the creativity beta program so she can donate to charity, but she's not going to donate to charity. And lives with her cousin because she can't afford to get a place because she's a convicted felon. or get a better job, mind you. That's why she's a housekeeper, because she literally can't. And I don't know, like I'm gonna say maid because housekeeper means someone that cleans houses. She's not cleaning houses. She's cleaning motel rooms and hotel rooms. That's a maid. Like, why are we? I don't know why we call them housekeepers if they're not even cleaning a house. They're cleaning motel rooms and stuff. That makes no sense, but whatever. I want to address this because I saw this on Squid's page saying that I mass reported her. First of all, we're all getting violations. I caught violations for videos that I made. That one video that cannot be restored about her. And literally people are telling y'all it rubs them the wrong way that she's calling a black woman an animal. And yet we're still sitting here saying that's not racism. Okay, well, explain. Like, explain it. And that's not the main issue why I'm talking, is because people love to blame someone. I could literally blame her for my violations that I'm getting, right, as we speak. And one of them wasn't even a video about her. Like, I don't mass report people because I'm not trying to have that happen to my page. So why would I advocate for mass reporting someone else's page? That's TikTok. She violated guidelines that caused TikTok to not restore her video. My video about her can't be restored because, and I will literally show you the violation that I caught. So let's not sit here and try to lie and say that I mass reported someone, okay? Because I didn't report her. That was her own fault. She violated guidelines. And we're always looking for someone to blame. Again, defend the white tea woman as always. And I'm not playing the race card, but I'm tired of every time something happens to a white tea woman that uses white tears, and then people saying I'm not black, I am black. Blame the black woman for bullying them. And mind you, insinuating to beat me up. Why is she trying to fight me when I'm homeless? And I don't even care to fight anyone, and I'm just trying to live my life. We have to live in a world where it's going to be screwed up for the next 4 years. And I'm more concerned about protecting black people, my people, than I am concerned about some fake squishy mattress she's talking about, because she could lay in bed and not have a care in the world. Everyone in the comment section said they're trying to get away from this election drama stuff in that video that went viral saying, oh, this made me feel better. She still continues to make 50,000 videos upon 50,000 videos upon 50,000 videos and doesn't learn to leave people alone. We are not even near her. We are not even anywhere close to her. She goes to work and makes TikTok videos instead of doing work, talking about how she has to clean rooms twice, and keeps continuing to talk about things that are not true. Where's the about the election? Where's about her voting? She didn't vote because she doesn't care to vote. Because the only thing she cares about is harassing homeless people. That's crazy. I don't know. And I know people are going to say, stop addressing her, stop giving her attention. You know, but I'm sick and tired of every time there's something new, it's like her just lying and people just believing it. Where's the videos? Where's the proof? Show the proof from the front desk that we got a do not rent list, got on the do not rent list because our room was dirty. Show the paper where it says that. We talked to the lady in the front desk personally when we went to pay. She said, we're on the do not rent list because of our rent issues. Why are you just lying to people on the internet? The only proof you provided was like mail that had my name on it, trying to act as if I lied and said that wasn't my room when I never said it wasn't my room. Hello? Like, this lady is crazy, and y'all are literally allowing someone to stalk, because the fact that she keeps responding to me and she's watching my page but clearly acts like she doesn't like me is crazy. And mind you, the only reason why I'm seeing this stuff is because her videos are coming on my For You page. I'm not even following her. She's going viral, harassing homeless people, and y'all are just letting her. But had it had been me that had not talked about voting, had not done anything, had not spoken about the election, oh, people would be jumping down my throats.
I want you guys to think about this. This can't be a very expensive hotel with Tophiachu and her entire family able to live there for weeks, maybe months on end. It's got to be cheap enough where you can decide, hey, I'd rather stay here than go pay rent. I mean, I assume most people would rather be paying rent and have their own place to stay, but if you have such a cheap option, you know, at a very, very cheap hotel, it might seem like the reasonable choice. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So just imagine all the other people that have lived there, you know, definitely some degenerates in that hotel's time. But in the 2 years Squid has worked there, the whole time she's been housekeeping there, only one family has peed through every one of their mattresses, and that's the Chu family. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, when I first seen Tophiachu, yeah, it was really funny, but I think the most significant thing I knew about was losing Hershey. But then all of a sudden, Tophiachu, she's making a run for it, trying to be the next female Chris Chan. I mean, she's got all the opportunity to at this point. She's even speed running it a little bit. Chris Chan never even had a homeless arc, and there she goes. Actually, I think that's just what TikTokers are up to. Maybe TikTok lolcows are a completely different breed. They just don't make them the same as YouTube natural born lolcows. It starts off with TikTok meltdowns, crash outs with families, and then you're homeless. It's a very drastic decline, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, just look at her, she's already doubling down. She wants to call Squid a maid, and she's been told countless times that, hey, you shouldn't be calling her that, you should be calling her a housekeeper or a worker at the hotel. But no, Tophiachu hates Squid. She's not going to give her any kind of respect at this point, and she's just going to drag her every single second of her life. And let's not forget this is the same girl who is kicked out of a hotel room. They're on the do not rent to list. They have nowhere to go, and Tophiachu is just refusing to work. She's going to get on TikTok all day. Let's be realistic here. It's making TikTok videos or been on live stream. You can do that 2-3 hours a day and then go to work for 8 hours. You know, some people even make a living doing their fast food job and putting it on TikTok. I mean, there's some people who make way more going to like a Subway or a McDonald's than they could ever even dream about. Anyone with half a mind would be like, all right, yeah, that's probably what I should do. Especially when you're homeless, living out of your car, and you're complaining about spending $200. Like, yeah, no one likes spending $200. But it normally doesn't break people in half. You've literally got to wait till next month when TikTok decides to pay you again. That's some rough living. Most people would be like, I've got to get out of this situation.
Bed was dirty and I had to sleep on that. Then you have the light fixtures. Me being a germaphobe, I almost threw up. I'm going to say I almost threw up. Because I'm like, ugh. Why you are working as a house... You know why you are working as a housemaid or a housekeeper? Because you can't get a real job. I mean, it's great that you think the only job she's good at is being a housekeeper. I mean, that's funny. Also, no one pays you to think, okay? She is a housekeeper. She needs to worry about cleaning her rooms because clearly she doesn't clean them good enough. No, you're a housekeeper. You don't know what you think. You guys say I'm broke, but I have maid service. You don't even have a maid that would clean your room. You know what's funny is I have a maid to clean my room if I wanted to, but we don't have the maid clean our room because we clean it. But they do give us new bedding. We get new bedding. And I think it's just so funny. To me, it's hilarious because it's just like people make fun of me for being broke, but I got maid service. How many people could say that?
Oh yes, Tophiachu, we all believe that you of all people are a germaphobe. It's not like you had been living in there for weeks on end at that point, and when they're coming in to investigate, they're like, okay, yeah, some things are dirty. You could have solved those yourself. You're living in that place. You'd want to keep it at least clean enough so you can have a livable space, but no, it's not theirs. They don't care about it. They're going to junk it up, pee in the mattresses, and then when it comes to getting on TikTok Live where people can actually judge you and you care, because who cares what your family thinks? That's nothing in Tophiachu's book. You're going to say that you're a germaphobe? You had so much time to do things about it, but you just didn't. You didn't care. You don't care about how clean your room is. It doesn't matter to you. As long as you can play The Sims, as long as you can get on TikTok and do your lives, that's what you really care about. If you get enough TikTok money to go buy some McDonald's or DoorDash it, she's not driving there, she's gonna have someone else do it for her, then that's what you're gonna do. We all know how Tophiachu works. Speaking of Tophiachu and working, or the work she'll never do, how is she gonna say anything about Squid having a job? It's like, you don't have one, you are homeless, you can't talk to her like this. It wouldn't matter if she's putting on a hazmat suit and deep diving into sewers every day. At least she's got a job. And guys, apparently Squid isn't allowed to think, or she's so inept she just can't think at all because of the job that she works. And I really don't understand what Tophiachu is trying to say. What does it say about you, Tophiachu? You don't work. Does that mean you're so holier than thou because you've got this all figured out? You can just sit around 24/7 just plotting up a storm, even though the only thing she ever really gets out of that mind of hers is poorly drawn Mickey Mouses or Courage the Cowardly Dogs? Aren't you guys so jealous you don't have a maid to clean your room? You're just so lazy you can't pick up the tiny little things you leave around yourself, like the bottle you're drinking from, or the plate. You can't just go wash that. Oh, you're so unlucky you don't have a maid. It's like, Tophiachu, the situation that you're in, I wouldn't want a maid. If you got a maid and it's cool, it's because you're incredibly rich. You just living situation and get to snoop around everything you got going on. Living situation and get to snoop around everything you got going on. You have a complete lack of privacy. That's not cool. You're actually a little bit lucky that Squid finally came in and caught you guys just urinating in the mattresses. Because if she just came in and started snooping around one day, maybe logged in on the laptop you just left open, she might have seen what kind of stuff you're looking up, and you may not be leaving in Brother Chu's car. If it's the same Asian stuff you was watching last time, it might just be some handcuffs you were leaving in.
You know what doesn't age well? White women. They look like spoiled milk. You know, we always smell something fishy. We don't have a choice. I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say this again. It's very white woman of you to not talk about the election, but still make 50,000 videos about me. Talking about, I know you're watching this. You're literally lying about piss-stained mattresses when the world is going to shambles. Mind you, I voted and I was outspoken. I literally went to vote, and you're worried about me. You know, that's the white privilege in people. And I hate people saying, well, you always mean about race. White women could do whatever they want and not talk about the election and screw us over with the election. We get screwed over so badly. You're trying to portray yourself as Mother Teresa when Mother Teresa wasn't a good person either. You try to portray yourself as this holier than thou person, like Mother Teresa type person, that, oh, I donated, so I'm a good person. But did you vote? Did you tell people to go vote? I went to go vote. I tripped, fell, scraped myself to go vote because I knew it was important. I don't care if people say you need to shave, you need to clean up. That's coming soon, okay? I'm not concerned with that. No matter how I looked, no matter how I was being homeless, I still took my right to go vote because I knew it was important. You have a house, you have everything, you still talk down on homeless people. You never went to go vote. And I don't want to hear people say, oh, she didn't have to, she didn't. It's like white privilege. If I didn't go vote, do you know how many people would have attacked me? And I didn't vote because I didn't want people to attack me. I voted because I want my rights as a woman. And you're still sitting here making 50,000 videos, but not once have you ever told people to go vote. You're dragging it on. You keep dragging it. No wonder why you're not talking about voting, because you're a convicted criminal. You are literally an armed robber. You are a convicted armed robber. And you're concerned about a homeless person that keeps making videos about you, that says, oh, whatever, because I find things out as they go. Like, your priorities are in the wrong place. And I think you need to get help. I really do. Like, you're trying so desperately to prove yourself to people, I'm a good person because I gave to charity. But did you save minorities? Having a carefree life because you live in white privilege. And people say, why do you always bring up race? Because white tea privileged people live in their white privilege. And you want to know what makes me upset? Is that they can do whatever they want. They can do anything they want in the world.
It doesn't take very much prodding for Tophiachu to completely go mask off. I want you guys to think about this. This is the same person who was always preaching goodness, telling everyone how good of a person she is. But if you're just of a lighter skin tone, oh, she's gonna say every bad thing she can think of about you. No problem about it. Because, you know, Tophiachu, she struggles with a lot of criticism herself. She can't go do anything in this world. But if you're a white person, oh no, you get it easy. And what's so funny about this, she's like, there's so much white privilege in this world. But still, yeah, Tophiachu's the same person who didn't go to jail after taking a dump on the sidewalk, her and Mamachu, and they sit out in the car forever. The cops came and everything. You know, Tophiachu, you actually got some pretty good treatment by those police officers and everyone around you. And at the same time, she's like, and that lady at the front desk said we didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, Tophiachu, you're peeing on the sidewalk. She thinks you're insane. It's definitely what someone's gonna do when they're at their job trying not to deal with this crap. Literally. And she's like, okay, yeah, it's someone else's fault, totally not mine. That's employee 101, but you know, Tophiachu just wouldn't understand that since she refuses to work. But you know, guys, Tophiachu can just say whatever she wants now because she went and voted. I didn't know voting just washes all of your sins away. It's like bathing in holy water. You just go vote for the presidential candidate you like and just check off whatever congressman, senate, because they don't matter. Those don't matter to people like Tophiachu. She's just like, I voted, I did something for my country, and now you guys must forgive me. I'm one of the best people in the world. Squid can't even vote because she's a felon, and you know what? Squid isn't a felon, Tophiachu. You're just spreading lies about her, trying to defame her. This is the kind of person Tophiachu is. Does so much bad, talks so bad about people, but feels like she does one good thing in the world and now she's completely resolved of all of her sins. It's just absolutely so ridiculous. And it's not like she goes over this 1,000 times. There's got to be at least 20 to 30 TikTok stories of her saying, I voted, so that means I'm a better person than Squid. Did she go out and vote? I don't know if there's a specific video of Squid saying she didn't go and vote, but how would Tophiachu even really know? Most people just don't air out all their business online. And I just find it so funny that Tophiachu, during the middle of her angry rant, just like, and yes, Squid, I went and fell down and hurt myself for my country. Do you respect your country that much that you would go and vote and scrape your elbow? It hurts right now. You see this thing? A little red. I'm not gonna be able to work for years because of this. I guarantee you guys in like a week from now, Tophiachu is going to be telling us how much better her life's about to get, and it's just because she went and filed some worker comp for falling down, supporting your country.
No, girl, you're literally insecure. And first of all, don't call me Respucia, you know, but I'm not that insecure that I love to bring women down, okay? If you want to go there, hatchet face, remember? Oh, yeah. I remember you. Because it sounds like you're not okay. You're mentally unstable. Like, don't ask if anybody's okay. Everyone's okay here, bitch. But you're not okay. And I suggest you seek help. No, thank you. I'd rather not. I don't want to watch anything that is false and brain rotting. You know, causing me to lose my brain cells, having to defend myself all the time because I know who I am. But you do you, I guess. I'll worry about my mother. You worry about yourself. Thanks. My mom is fine. Like, some of you guys literally don't have any human decency. My father has bipolar schizophrenia, which is a very bad bipolar. And if you know anything about schizophrenic people, they always talk about God, the devil, the government, all of that stuff. And we're having a hard time to try to get him on his medication. And I have to see another fellow black woman be mad that I'm black, saying I have to find out that Tofia is black, saying like, if someone called you an animal, you would feel dehumanized. I don't understand why we're trying to have this conversation of whether a white woman calling a black woman an animal. Why are we giving her a pass to call me an animal? I don't understand. And then to literally play a game of telephone, that lady has no proof we were pissing or pooping on the sidewalk, and you just run with it. Where's her proof? When she was making that video, she was walking by the cars, we were sitting in it. So how does she know anything? Like, literally, how does she know if she was walking by when we were sitting in our car? It's crazy to me that I don't know about these creators. They literally go viral for talking about me by playing a game of telephone because they heard someone say something.
I get that Tophiachu and her family are all equally to blame for trashing that hotel room, but while she's sitting there talking to these haters, does she not realize that she's the cause for all of this? If she would have just left Squid alone, if she would have just stayed off TikTok and she didn't like expose her location to everybody, that this would have never happened. Does that like not make any sense to her? Does she not feel any shame about this? A little bit of embarrassment as she sits there and argues with people she doesn't know instead of, you know, filling out an application or something? And you don't know this, stranger Tophiachu, but how can you tell anyone they've got mental problems? Think about what's happened in the last week or so for you. Well, just think about the last 2 years. You got people sending videos other people have made about you and your insane actions, your insane family. You just got kicked out of a hotel for peeing and pooping on the sidewalk, trashing a hotel room, peeing the mattresses full. This is what your life is. If you was to take a step back and you was listening to a story about another person hearing this, you'd be like, those people are insane, they're madmen. But no, this is your life, this is the life you're living, and all of us, we get to sit back and say, oh man, that looks crazy, because it is. Throughout this entire saga, Tophiachu has come off so hypocritical. It's crazy that I used to think Papachu was the most interesting family member they had to offer. All 4 of them have their own unique talents. It just all depends which one of them is going to pop off at any given time. I mean, just take a quick look at how stable this family unit is.
And it's not your fault. You can't do everything. She sit on her ass, talk to those people.
What do you mean I sit down? You're complaining to me about Donald stuff? That's not mine. Yes, you did. You was sitting there watching a goddamn movie earlier. Don't talk to me about shit. You don't do. I didn't even apply to Harvard. Mind you, that was someone who sent mail to be a troll. Why would I apply to Harvard? She literally just showed the trolls that they were sending mail to my door. That's why I didn't show anything about my mail. Like, she's a freaking housekeeper, which I don't even know why they call them housekeepers. They don't clean the house. More of a maid. And I don't care if people get mad that I call her a maid. She's lying. And you, I don't know why you keep messaging me, being rude, and being like, I didn't apply to Harvard. Actually, a troll sent that. And I just ignored it because I wasn't going to give them the satisfaction of thinking I was receiving mail by them. Yep. No, actually, I didn't get rejected from Harvard. Funny thing is that they accepted me. Those people lied and sent them stuff that was not true, and actually Harvard wanted me to go down there. So, yeah, I didn't get rejected. Haha. Because the funny thing is, why? Actually, she's not doing her job, and I bet you I could do her job better than she can, and actually take her job if I wanted to. Take her and the other housekeeper's job if I wanted to. Because the funny thing is, why is she over here saying, I left the room dirty and had to go clean it a second time? Like, if it was that dirty. First of all, you left the room dirty, which proves my point that if someone would have rented that room, they would have got it dirty. Because you had to go back and clean? No, your ass is lazy. She just literally told you guys she's lazy, but you're still here being a hater because why would you have to go clean a room twice? You're supposed to clean it all at once. Obviously, she's telling everyone lies. Mind you, that room was dirty when we got it because there's dog food stuck in the crevices of that, like, cabinet thing by the stove. And what's funny is you guys are all going to realize, because if I have to get that other lady involved, which they're going to have to look for her, the lady that worked there to prove we didn't damage that room, it was damaged, then you guys are going to look stupid for all the stupid people that are in the comment section literally saying like, oh, they should sue them for damages. I'm not paying for someone else's damages. If they think I am, they better pay for those people's damages. If we damaged the room, we would have got kicked out for that. We didn't get kicked out for a dirty room or damages. She's lying. She's not even the lady that works at the front desk. What is she talking about? The lady at the front desk said, I would allow you guys to come back, but corporate said because of rent issues that we're on a do not rent list. Plus, she's literally saying I let nobody in, but yet the lady came for inspections. What is she talking about? The other maid inspected our room. And mind you, she did random inspections. She came randomly. Hello? Like, that housekeeper is lying by saying, she didn't let anybody into your room. First of all, the manager came into our room. He came into our room to check our refrigerator. So what is she talking about? Our room wasn't dirty when he came in. He walked right in. Mind you, they came to spray too. They sprayed for roaches. But yet our room was dirty? It was dirty, but they walked in and sprayed for roaches. First, they tried to say we were selling furniture. Then the lady in the front office is like, well, people are saying you're selling furniture. And I'm like, what furniture? Then I was like, they're lying. She kind of was working with us. There was another lady because she said she's had this happen before. And then what happened was the other lady said, we're getting reviews that your room is dirty. So we're going to have to run inspections. If I come back and your room is dirty, she says, if we find your room is not clean, then we're going to have to ask you to leave. And I was like, okay, sure. I let her right in. She came in and did her inspections. Then she said, I'm going to be doing random inspections. Mind you, they did other inspections on other tenants that live there. They had to run an inspection on them. Clean it. We left it dirty because she took an opportunity because I have a large following and thought maybe she could push this story because she'll get somewhere with it because people will believe her because first of all, there's not a car filled full with people. So there's that. And actually, the funny thing about it is that I have paper proof, if my brother didn't leave it behind, that says we had to have inspections. Mind you, she's taking advantage because she saw an opportunity. She literally came right in to give my brother batteries for the freaking smoke alarm. And it's talking about we didn't let anybody in, but she's the one who came in. She ran to go take photos of what the place looked like after we left it because we were in a hurry to get all of our stuff and go. Literally, my brother's the one who went. He's the one who went to go clean the room because he said if she starts anything with me, I'm going to say something to her. I'm going to tell her off because the other housekeeper, the only reason why that housekeeper knows shit is because the other housekeeper told her. This is not a rude thing, and I understand because some people just have been flat out rude. So in the comment section though, but DMs, no, I understand people are not so rude. But yes, I have been trying to help my family. You know, like I don't know why people think we want to live in a car. I literally just paid for a $200 plus part out of my money that I just got paid to help get the car working. You know, and there's a lot of other things we have to do. But I'm not going to tell people on the internet, but I do want people to know that I've been working because I don't want to see someone in the comment section be like, you need to do it. No, I don't need to do anything because I'm already doing it. And I'm sick and tired. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have that part in the car for it to get fixed. Mind you, I bought more than one part. I've actually bought 3 parts. So yeah.
It's great that Tophiachu is trying to say that Squid is bad at her job because it took her 2 trips to actually clean their room. When more or less what's basically happening is that room was so messy, Squid took 1 trip to clean it. Whoa, this is way too big of a job. I'm gonna go get a break real quick and come back to handle this terrible situation the Chu family has put me in. But Tophiachu is looking at it like, Squid's just lazy. Our laziness doesn't even come close to Squid's. She took 2 trips to clean our nasty room. Or maybe, just maybe, the fumes was getting to Squid. I gotta get out of here. I got some better things to do in life before I pass out from inhaling too much of these odors. It's just not worth it. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. If you haven't already, leave a sub. Follow the links down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.